You're listening to B2B Tech Talk with Ingram Micro, where we share topics that will inspire business growth and help you stay ahead of advances in technology before they become mainstream. This episode is sponsored by Ingram Micro Xvantage, the game-changing platform that will transform your business potential and reshape how customers see you. Our next guest on B2B Tech Talk is a real-life superhero who fights the forces of evil by hanging out with them on the dark web. Simon Williams is CEO of Group ISM in Montreal, Canada, and his company, made up of 50 dedicated associates, are dedicated not only to protecting their clients, but the community as well. Group ISM is a member of Ingram Micro's TrustX Alliance and serves as a council member. Let's dig in. I am so delighted to have you here, Simon. Oh my gosh, I feel like I've known you for years because you and I, over the past few weeks, have worked a lot on getting prepared or getting you prepared for GCIS. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much for receiving me. I'm quite honored, and it was a great experience working together.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Simon has such a great story to tell. But before we get into the story about what he does, I kind of want to know, we touched on this a little bit when I first met you. Tell me about and tell our audience about when you first your first encounter with Ingram Micro and how Ingram kind of helped you launch your business.
Oh, yeah. But first of all, Ingram is the first business that had confidence in me as a new startup. I was creating my first company, and it was hard. I mean, very hard. And on one time, I didn't even got a pay, no paycheck at all. We're just working. And I got a big contract that came in. And what happened is pretty pretty proud of that moment, because I called up the Ingram credit line, and Alain Nadeau actually provided me a credit line. So on that day, I was able to to finance a little bit my receivable accounts with my client, and actually have my first paycheck because of Ingram.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's an amazing story.
It is, and I'm grateful for everything Ingram helped me in starting my business. My first credit line was Ingram, and I'm still with Ingram right now.
That's fantastic. So when did you become part of the TrustX Alliance? And tell me about that experience.
That happened maybe 2, 3 years ago. I came in because I wanted to share and be able to connect with other partners like me that live the same lives, and were devoted to IT. And I love speaking with people and learning from them, and also sharing what I have. I think it's a community, and TrustX Alliance was a place to get to meet each other, and I made friends.
That's, to me, and I've said this to so many of our partners, but it's kind of like going to a university where you don't know anyone. You're stepping foot on campus and you have to join a smaller group so that you feel like you belong to something. But what I love most about both TrustX Alliance and SMB Alliance members is they all share with me the same story, which is I made friends. I felt like I could talk about my business and know that people would understand me and help come up with solutions. I help others come up with solutions,
Mhm.
and that's really powerful.
It is, believe me. This morning I had a call that came in from my girlfriend, and I was just made aware that she has cancer. And all of our team was supporting me this morning in that event. Everybody was there for me. We're more than friends. I would say we're family now, and they're supporting me and helping out going through these times. And even in an event, I'm still happy, and we're going to go through this, and it's perfect. I love it.
Thank you for sharing that, Simon. I'm so sorry, and I will lift her in my prayers and hope that she gets better and has good doctors around her, and I'll be lifting very good thoughts.
Thank you.
My goodness. I want to talk a little bit about your passion, your dedication, your focus on helping your customers prevent getting attacked. I know you spend a lot of time leveraging the dark web. I call it the digital mafia,
Yeah.
right? Because it's organized crime on the internet. It's kind of like the digital mafia.
Exactly.
But you hang out there and you learn things about where the criminals are going so that you can help prevent attacks on your customers. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, sure. When in an active cybercrime, usually the hackers will try to negotiate a ransom with a business. So, of course, it's not recommended to pay that ransom at all. But when you see on those hackers' websites, and there are more than 50 active websites out there of hackers, when you see that data on there, let's say from a specific business, you can make aware the client, and you can also determine what personal information they have on the company employees or the business. And if there's risk, you can manage that risk with your employees or your clients. So that's the first part of it. Also, you can help learn how to secure yourself on the personal information that's published there by comparing other cases,
Sure.
knowing their strategies, so you can learn about how they work, so you can prepare and secure your business before it happens.
Are they typically, are your customers surprised at what you find?
Always, I would say. Sometimes I don't find anything, and that's
Yeah.
that's good.
Yes.
But they're made aware of what's going on, and when they find something, how did it happen? And it's always the same story. We've clicked somewhere where we open up a document inside an email or something like that. It all originates always at the same point, either a text, a phishing email, or a link. That's basically.
Wow, you're kind of like the Han Solo of the cybersecurity space. Do you kind of feel like that?
I do, but I want friends now. So I think to be aware of the cybercrime and how to protect our clients and employees from it is our role in IT. Because yes, of course, there's the police, FBI, everybody, or forensics investigation, but we take care of the people in IT. So we have to be made aware of what's going on and how it works to be able to better protect themselves and their clients.
I think that's fantastic. Now, tomorrow you're going to be speaking on the big stage
Yes,
here at
quite an honor.
in the Global Cloud and Innovation Summit. I am absolutely so excited to hear your presentation, but I also want to tell you how much I appreciate not only you being here on this show, but also your contributions to the workshop and all of the other things that you're doing. It takes all of us working together to solve problems, and it's people like you who are willing to be helpful, to be collaborative, to be part of a community that help make that happen. And you're an example to others on how to be a good partner.
Wow, thank you. Thank you.
You are welcome. I only speak the truth. I only speak the truth. So you're off to go rehearse now for tomorrow. Again, I want to thank you. Is there anything? So while we have you here, can you give our audience any advice when it comes to the dark web? What tips would you give them? Because I know a lot of people, and I've talked to a lot of partners who go, you know what? I don't want to go there. Like, I'll I'm afraid that if they know that I'm there, that they're going to come after me. What advice would you give them?
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
That's pretty straightforward. I mean, the dark web is actually created to be secure. If in a cybercrime, when we see a dark web IP address, we call it a Tor exit node, we stop there. There's no way of knowing who's behind that IP address and what's going on. It's secure, it's anonymous. They should have called it maybe private web or anonymous instead of dark web. It's the marketing team that did something wrong, I think.
So, it feels very evil.
Yeah, it does, but it's not. I mean, 6% of all internet traffic is on the dark web, compared to 4% for Google and social media. So there's a whole lot of people out there that are, searching the dark web and hosting websites. So I would say to the IT community, don't be afraid, try it out, and be careful, of course, like anybody, like we do at home, have an antivirus and run the updated software. But after that, explore it, go see.
You heard it here from David Williams from Group ISM out of Montreal. I'd love to come visit you sometime in Montreal.
Whenever you want, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, and I look forward to your presentations tomorrow.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for joining. You've been listening to Ingram Micro's B2B Tech Talk. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this episode and you want to continue the conversation online, use hashtag B2B Tech Talk.